It's a water bar.
Yeah. It's a water bar.
Oh my
Right,
goodness. Oh, no.
It
That's
is.
some high quality H2O.
It's some high quality H2O. Yeah.
You're drinking the wrong water.
Welcome, foolish mortals, to the Grinning Dads, the show where three Disney-loving dads share travel tips, hot takes, and a whole lot more. I'm Tyler, and I'm joined, as always, by Caleb and Charlie. We've got a really cool episode for you today. We are going to jump through some Disney news of the week, and then we are going to do our deep dive on the Deluxe resorts at Walt Disney World. So if you would like any of us to help plan your next trip to Walt Disney World, or any Disney destination for that matter, just as a reminder, we are all part of a team of travel advisors, so please reach out to us and we will make that next trip happen for you. Also, just want to remind everyone that we have our own very strong opinions, but they do not reflect the opinions of the Walt Disney Company in any way, shape, or form. They are just our own opinions. All right, guys, let's jump in. So we've had some big news this week coming from not just the Disney Parks world, but kind of the overall company. So Charlie, what is your news item to share?
The Disney Believe has been announced. It's the fourth ship in the groundbreaking Wish class, which is pretty exciting. It seems like the theming of this is going to be toward the unique motif of what they are calling one of promise and possibilities, and the theming is going to kind of span from the mystical words of Encanto and Frozen to the wishing wells of Snow White to the depths of the sea of Moana and the Little Mermaid. So it's just going to kind of cover a whole variety of different things. And it seems like it's going to be pretty cool. It's coming out in 2027. And I'm kind of excited to see what else they have to talk about with it. That's going to kind of get some people, some of those cruisers fired up about sailing on this ship next year.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what they do. I like how even though the layouts of some of these ships are similar, they can do a whole lot with the theming that make them feel really different. So I can't wait to see what they do. And I've been on the Wish. That's the only Wish class ship that I've been on, but I really, really want to go on the Treasure just based on the theming that I've seen. That looks like it's right up my alley. So that is hopefully next up for me.
I'm super confused. Depths of the Sea with Moana.
Yeah.
She doesn't have an
Glass
underwater
bottom cruise
segment. Like that's what I mean. Like her canoe is on the surface of the water and she gets thrown into the water a lot, but we never go underwater.
Well, there's
with
a
Moana.
few ways you could interpret that. There could be because they have like the attractions on the actual ship, so there could be something there. There could be a themed lounge like what they've done with like there's the hyperspace lounge on the Wish, or there's the Haunted Mansion lounge. So like they could just be doing like a Moana themed lounge.
It's a
of some
water
kind.
bar. It's
a water bar. Yeah. It's water bar.
Oh my
Right,
goodness. Oh no.
It
That's
is.
some high quality H2O.
It's some high quality H2O.
Oh yeah.
You're drinking the wrong water.
Now all the movie, now all the major scenes from that movie are playing in my head back to back.
They're so good.
Just can't
But
go
with
through
Ronnie
all of them.
Boucher just showing up in the background.
Boucher on all of them.
No,
yeah.
Colonel
Yeah.
Sanders, you're wrong. Mama's
No,
right.
Moana, you can't be on the water.
Oh no.
You can't leave the island, Moana.
So, okay,
you gotta stay
now-
here.
I've never been on a cruise.
Oh,
let
never
alone-
any cruise.
Never any cruise.
Oh,
been on
I thought it
cruise
was
ships.
just Disney
I've
cruise.
been on cruise ships.
I've been on cruise ships
Thanks,
with
Royal.
you.
Thanks,
Yes.
Royal. Shout out. But I've never actually like gone anywhere. So I think I got to do that.
I think we got to change
This
that.
is not.
Yeah.
This is not going to be the ship that I'm going to do it on.
I mean, maybe.
I'm gonna do
maybe
it on, like,
eventually.
Eventually, that's not going to be my first one. Hopefully not.
That's waiting too long.
That's what I mean. Like, I better go do one sooner than that. So
yeah,
we got to figure that out. We got to Grim Grinning Dads at Sea.
We just take the Trans-Pacific cruise over to Japan and then go to Disney Sea.
And then there's Disney Sea right there.
Disney Sea.
We can do 2 seas at once.
Well, we know eventually there's a ship that's going to be based out of Japan. So I don't know. I'm thinking eventually there's a land and sea opportunity there.
I like it.
I'll have to wait and see. So Caleb, we had some kind of major movie announcements this week. Why don't you take us through that?
Yeah. So couple movies were announced and they weren't announced. They've been kind of known about for a while, but we got official release dates. The first one is Lilo and Stitch 2 live action. That release date is May 26, 2028. If you want my personal take on that, I don't get it, but whatever. The live action Stitch was awesome. Like it was a good movie. I thought it was well done. But also I'm tired of all these live action remakes. So,
well, I guess my hope would be that they go a new direction with this. Because, I mean, there are other sequels to the animated Lilo and Stitch, but I would kind of hope this just does its own thing. So then it's not really a remake. It's just kind of building on the first one. So I don't hate the idea. And obviously this means the first one was successful enough to warrant a sequel. So I would be cautiously optimistic.
Yeah. Second movie that got a release date. Now they announced this back in D23 Anaheim. So what was that? 2 years ago? Yeah, and we're doing back to Anaheim this year. But they announced that they were going to do an Incredibles 3 at Anaheim, and now they've given us a date of June 16, 2028. And that is a movie that I am incredibly pumped for. I love The Incredibles. The Incredibles 1, Incredibles 2. I'm glad we don't have to wait another, like what felt like a decade or several decades to get the second movie. But yeah, I'm excited for Incredibles 3. Obviously, Incredibles 2 did a great job. And they're like, well, let's make a third. Let's make a third.
Incredibles 2 is one of the better sequels that they've done for sure.
And the thing that I like about it the most is The Incredibles is completely original, right? Like it wasn't some like made up thing, or it wasn't some like copycat thing. It was completely original. And then like the sequel was like, well, maybe we could do a sequel. And now a third one. Now what's going to be the death of this franchise is if they go and make a fourth.
Well, we'll see. Like I think, in the fact that it's all original, they're not pulling from an IP or anything like that. I think that would give me some hope, but let's just say we'll take it one at a time. Let's hope it's good.
Every good thing ends with a trilogy. Okay. It just happens.
What about John Wick 4 though?
Point in case.
No, disagree. The John Wick movies are
they're great. They're great, but like they didn't need one of them.
Okay, agree to disagree.
I guess my hot take on those, not to sidetrack us, I don't love the John Wick movies, if I'm being honest, which is strange because I love Keanu Reeves, and it's not like the violence. Like there's plenty of movies I like that are very violent. There's just something about those movies. I don't know what it is. It just doesn't speak to me.
There's no story. There's no story.
Well, but that's the best part about okay. It. Like there's definitely some movies that are just like turn your brain off movies, and that's totally fine. But yeah, I don't know. It's just it's like it's one of those like, I like chocolate and I like strawberries, but I don't like chocolate covered strawberries. So it's like that's that kind of thing.
So you like Keanu Reeves, you like action movies, but you don't like Keanu Reeves action movies.
I do like some though. It's just something about John Wick. Like
The Matrix.
The Matrix is one of my favorite movies of all time. And I love
how did you feel
Speed
about
as cheesy as like Speed.
Speed was
Reloaded.
So good.
Speed's so good, yeah.
Reloaded was
Reloaded's okay, and then Revolutions was not great.
Oof.
Yeah. It's like, hey, let's take what everybody loves about this, being in the Matrix, and let's take everyone out of the Matrix. Cool, guys.
Yep. Nope.
Yeah.
And we don't even
cool.
need to talk about the sequel like years later. That one was
no.
pointless.
Nope. Nobody
So
asked for it. Nobody needed it.
Prime example, ends in a trilogy. We didn't need a fourth
Yeah.
one.
Well, yeah, I mean that could have stopped. Honestly, that they probably should have stopped
one.
after one because
Yeah, it
it was
yeah.
like the perfect ending. Yeah,
It was so like the chills when he goes, when he flies into the sky. Now, granted, the CG. Whew, do we want to talk about bad CG? That CG of
No.
him flying into the air with his face just being like all weird and 1990s CG that he had. It was it was really bad, but
It was great.
but everything
Wow.
else was fantastic.
but yeah, I mean that movie changed like, I mean,
Everything.
so many, like bullet time became a thing everywhere.
Yeah. Yep. How can we incorporate bullet time into our movie?
Yeah, like they were doing it in Shrek, like it was everywhere.
He did. He did.
Yeah.
But
But yeah, so that's just it. Incredibles 3 is coming. Lilo Stitch 2 live action's coming. And yeah, that's really about it. We did get the brand new day trailer about Spider-Man, which is cool. We all knew that was coming. Glad that that's coming soon.
Yep.
But
yeah, I am excited for that. And I'm
super
excited that it looks like, I mean, I'm sure the end will tie into Doomsday somehow,
Doomsday.
but that's not looming over the whole plot of this movie,
Correct.
which I think is kind of nice. It seems
It'll
like
pick
it's
up
a
at
little
the
bit.
end.
Yeah, it seems like a little bit
Maybe.
more of like a ground level Spider-Man.
Well, now
and
we're on to the second trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And the heavy rumor with this one is that Daredevil is going to be really involved, which is exciting.
I bet, because Punisher's in it.
He's
Scorpion's
there.
in it.
If you watch the slow motion of the scene with Punisher, Spider-Man slaps him in the face. He slaps him out of the vehicle.
Yep.
Like
It's
it's
so funny.
awesome. It's so awesome. He's like
the best.
he's like, I don't want to hurt you, so I'm gonna drop kick through the window and just slap you in the face to get you out of the vehicle and stop you.
Yeah.
It's just awesome. I'm so excited.
Lots of good movies coming. I mean, obviously we already talked about Mandalorian and Grogu and Toy Story 5, but lots of good movies coming down the pipe, and it's gonna be a good time, I think.
Yeah. All right, so let's get into our main topic, which is going to be all about the deluxe resorts at Walt Disney World. So we're going to be doing a series of kind of best of around Walt Disney World over the next probably few months. We'll kind of come back to it, and we want to cover all things in the parks. We want to do resorts, we'll do restaurants, but I thought the deluxe resorts would be a good way to kick it off because, as we kind of mentioned before about planning a trip, like the number one thing to consider is where you're going to stay, because that can really impact your overall trip, good or bad. So we're going to run through all of the deluxe resorts, talk about some highlights for each one, and then we have a few categories at the end where we'll name our best of for the deluxe resorts. So to kick us off, we're going to start in the Magic Kingdom area, and we'll start with, I guess, what you'd say is the flagship resort at Walt Disney World, which is Grand Floridian. So this is a kind of Victorian vibe. Of course, it has the iconic look right there on the lagoon. You've got a few different room types here. You've got some standard rooms. You've got club level. You have 1 to 3 bedroom villas. You have some amazing dining on site with Victoria and Albert's, which is the only Michelin star restaurant on Disney property, which I have not been to yet, but I hear it's amazing. You've got Narcoossee's. You've got the Grand Floridian Cafe. You also have 1900 Park Fare, which is good. Character dining. But yeah, I think what's unique about this one, if you guys want to chime in with any thoughts, but walking path to Magic Kingdom, of course, the monorail access, and then the newly rethemed lobby looks absolutely gorgeous.
Beautiful.
So yeah, what do we think about the Grand Flo?
I think if you're standing at the Grand Floridian, you're doing so because you want that bougie experience.
Mm-hmm.
Like you want that very like high end, high class experience. It's truly that. Like everything is done with such precision, and the level of detail is incredible. And I'm so glad that they updated that lobby, because that lobby did need some work. The whole property needed some work there for a while, but now that they've done the outside and now they've done the inside, and I think they're going to start doing some room renovations as well. They already did on one of the wings a few years back. So they're really taking that resort and making it exactly what it was supposed to be, and that's the high end, high level resort. And I will probably never stay there because, God, that's a price tag.
That's a price tag, yeah.
Yeah.
But
So-
it's still, we're able to appreciate it, a lot of the amenities without having to stay there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Price tag aside, I think that I would have a hard time staying there without redoing my entire wardrobe, and making sure that I was wearing fancier things all the time.
Yeah.
It is
all day
that
long.
that kind of experience when you walk in there. Two of our fellow genies, who I met on our first fam trip, we went there and grabbed some drinks before we had our dinner at the Contemporary, and it was a lovely experience. But again, I was already dressed up for like our meeting everybody experience at the Contemporary, so I didn't feel quite as out of sorts walking in there. But looking around, like if I had let myself look at what other people were wearing and what everybody like what they were doing and how things were being presented in there, it was just a totally it's a high class high experience, and it is certainly it would be an awesome experience for somebody who is really looking for that top tier, Caleb said it best, bougie experience. And
that's what it is.
And it's gorgeous. It really is gorgeous. There were some nice touches.
Smells good too.
There was
Good.
It's one of the only places that I've noticed where they had like an actual photographer in the lobby that will take your picture in front of a specific backdrop, which is again super nice touch. And we didn't spend enough time there, I don't think, but very cool place.
Yeah. I like it, and the monorail access is cool.
Oh yeah.
All right. So our next Magic Kingdom area resort is going to be Wilderness Lodge. So this is it's a look inspired by the Pacific Northwest. It reminds me a lot of the Grand Floridian. So that dark wood, massive
That's
lobby.
exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah, it's very, very, very similar. But here you've got your standard rooms, of course, with club level as well. You also have the Copper Creek and Boulder Ridge villas, which are the DVC rooms. Some really good dining here as well. You've got the Storybook Dining at Artist Point, Whispering Canyon Cafe, and the Geyser Point Bar and Grill. So unique about this property, you have the boat transportation to Magic Kingdom. So even though it's a Magic Kingdom area resort, it's not on the monorail line, but you still have the boat transportation to MK. You have the geyser that erupts every hour. And I really like this one because the theming is really, really good without being over the top. It's not like that in-your-face Disney theming, because that's not for everybody.
Right,
and
correct.
the pool here is amazing. Just the way it would, like the rock work and just the way it ties into the resort is really, really great. So do you guys have any thoughts on Wilderness Lodge?
Yeah, I think Wilderness Lodge is the one that I've been the closest to staying at. I have a friend who, who's a Disney Vacation Club member, and every time that they go to Disney and they spend a couple of days at Disney World and then they like jump on a cruise, their couple of days are spent at Wilderness Lodge. And they talk about the fact that you don't have to leave. Like there are activities to do. There's you can get s'mores at night in front of a fire. Just a really, really like nice outdoorsy experience. And it definitely is one that I need to spend some more time at. And if I could spend some time staying there, that would be cool. But just going there, like even they've recommended that you just go there and hang out because you can. Not at the pool necessarily, but just go there, hang out, have some food. Apparently, it's got some of the best food on property.
It does,
which is great. So yeah.
I really like Wilderness Lodge because it feels like you're just far enough outside of the noise and the hustle and the bustle, but yet you're super close to Magic Kingdom.
Super close.
You have no idea what's going on. They've done such a good job of keeping the trees and the forestry around there that when you're on property, you're like, man, I'm kind of far away. And then you jump on a boat and you go right to Magic Kingdom and you're like, oh, I'm not far away at all.
No.
It's kind of crazy. So I love Wilderness Lodge. I've never stayed there. I've only toured the resort a couple of times. And then when I toured the Grand Californian, I was like, Wilderness Lodge in California.
Yeah, basically.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, so, I've only been here to eat. I've never stayed here. This is probably the Deluxe Resort I've spent the least time at, but I feel like I need to change that and just kind of explore a little bit. Just because I remember being super impressed with the lobby and but yeah, and like you said, it does feeling like you're outside the bubble without really being outside the bubble is nice. So I do think this one is kind of slept on a little bit by some people, but it probably shouldn't be. I think for the right person, this would be a great option. All right.
Yeah.
So jumping back on the monorail line, we are going to head over to the Polynesian Village Resort, which is a tropical escape with some Disney nostalgia. So you've got some standard rooms here, club level. You've got the bungalows, and then you also have the brand new Island Tower, which is gorgeous. For dining here, you've got Ohana, which is, I'll say it's really good for character interaction. The food, up for debate. Trader Sam's, which is really, really good, if not impossible to get into. And then Captain Cook's, which is also pretty solid, a little bit less expensive option as well. But unique about the Poly is you've got the beachfront fireworks viewing, of course, the monorail access, and you can get good Dole Whip at the resort, which is, I think, a big selling point for a lot of people. So, yeah. What do you guys think about the Poly?
I love the Poly. If I could afford the bungalow, that's where I would stay all the time. I would do the bungalow all the time, and I would probably it's the thing about the monorail loop resorts is it's in front of my favorite park at Walt Disney World. It's the beach view of the fireworks is unbeatable. The only thing that I would compare that to, Charlie, you were there with us on the pontoon boats when we did the boat view of the fireworks thing. Yeah.
Yep.
Just that on the beach. You can't beat that.
I got to do that. So I guess we weren't there at one of the holiday, at one of the holidays where it's high amount of crowds, because we were able to sneak in to the Poly pool and just hang out and watch the fireworks. We weren't there to swim in the pool. We were just there to watch the fireworks, and we just hung out, and watched the fireworks. And it was awesome. Can't do that anymore because they give you wristbands, but which is a bummer, but also
challenge
smart.
accepted.
Yes. Yep. Challenge accepted. You do it, and make sure you film it for TikTok, as you're getting banned from Disney all properties for life.
I won't get banned.
You won't get banned, probably not. But the Poly is gorgeous. It's a place that I got to stay as a kid, maybe one time, and it was a lot smaller then. It has grown up quite a bit. Trader Sam's is a must do. It's something that we got to do as a group at the end of the
Kind of.
day. Well, I mean, what do you mean kind of?
We were outside at the thing. We didn't get to be inside Trader Sam's. We were at their outside bar or whatever.
The grotto.
I still consider that. I still consider that to be part of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same menu.
It's part of it, but it's not the same as being inside.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I guess I haven't been inside to the one in at Magic Kingdom. But we did go to Trader Sam's at Disneyland, and that was pretty cool. But it's a really cool resort. The pool is gorgeous. You cannot beat the view, being able to see the fireworks from the beach, like Caleb said. And for the right type of family, I mean, again, being on the monorail line, just really awesome. So like all of the monorail resorts, it's a very cool perk to have. But again, you can also visit there. So like there's some pretty good dining. Like Tyler said, Ohana is pretty sweet. So
yeah. And it's super iconic. Like it's the Polynesian.
Yeah. But it's gotten some glow ups pretty recently too that are really nice.
That island tower. If I was a DVC member, like I would want my DVC contract to be the island tower.
Yeah.
So bad.
Wouldn't be a bad choice. But speaking of not a bad choice, we're going to hop on the monorail and go over to the Contemporary, which is the other opening day resort from Walt Disney World. This is the icon, of course, with the monorail passing right through. But you've got a big variety of rooms here. You've got the main tower rooms, which can offer a theme park view. You've got the garden wing, which is a little bit more affordable. And then you've got Bay Lake, which is the DVC tower. You have some of the best dining on property here. If I remember correctly, two of us had like both California Grill and Steakhouse 71 in our top 5, or did we all have both of those in there?
We all had those. I don't know where Charlie had his, where he had
California Grill was there, but Steakhouse 71 hasn't been there yet because I haven't been there yet.
Oh, okay.
I haven't gotten to go, so that's something that I need to do eventually.
Charlie, I think I know you well enough to say that would be in your top 5.
It's even better when Disney pays for it. So,
oh yes,
Steakhouse 71.
Yeah.
When did they pay for it?
On one of our fams.
When you guys the first one?
Yeah.
We had a lunch there, so it wasn't like full menu, but it was really good.
Yeah, it was so good though.
Well, that's nice for you.
Yeah. Well, I mean.
So
I wasn't part of it. I wasn't part of I wasn't part of the genies at that point.
Charlie,
so
we're spoiled.
I know
we are spoiled.
I'm aware.
They treat us so good. It blows my mind every time we go to these trips, and we're going on one again next month. And it blows my mind.
Talk about it because Charlie's going to get mad.
Just the amount of stuff that we get to do, like I blows my mind.
Charlie's going to desk flip.
I know.
If we talk about it too much,
I'm gonna send him all of the pictures in our group chat.
Don't do that. Don't. But no, we have to record our episode while we're there, and he'll just be a ball of emotion while we're.
I'm just gonna be angry Bobby Boucher that entire episode.
I'm good with it.
All right,
just making the over and over again.
Let it happen.
So with the Contemporary, kind of similar to the Grand Floridian, you've got the walking path to the Magic Kingdom. Of course, you have the monorail running through the building. You have some incredible fireworks views from this property, and we've talked about this before, but getting to go back to California Grill, no matter what time you've eaten there that day, and use their terrace for the firework viewing is unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's just hard to beat that location. But so I would definitely say, like, of all the, if you're going purely based on location for these Magic Kingdom resorts, it's Contemporary.
Contemporary all day long. I love Bay Lake Tower. Bay Lake Tower, that was the first DVC resort room that I've stayed in, and I stayed there with Eric on our very first fam that we did, and I was blown away. We didn't have a theme park view; we had resort view. But it blew my mind. The rooms were great. The convenience of walking to the Magic Kingdom. Oh, I'll do that all day.
Yeah.
I will walk to Magic Kingdom and I will beat the monorail. But it's crazy that that's the case, and especially since now they're all kind of going the same direction. Now they're not going two different
They are.
directions.
Yep.
But I love everything about the contemporary, and I mean the rooms are themed to the Incredibles because like they're incredible. Yeah,
Well said.
The resort's incredible. And before we did exactly
Shabadoo.
when we was it you, Tyler, Jacob, and I at the Outer Rim?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Before the boat tour.
Yeah. Before the boat tour, like that was a blast. Like it's a tucked away little bar lounge area tucked away, and our server was fantastic. And it was all
that's
good
one
time.
that's it's kind of cool because like that one it's not super elaborately themed, but I think it's all about the view because you're looking out over Bay Lake from that side of the tower, and just we could see where our boats were that we had to get down to. So we decided we were going to pregame the boat tour a little bit.
It was super funny too because like we were looking down, we're like, oh, they're not going there yet, so we're good.
Yeah, so we're good.
But
all right. So next we are going to head over to the EPCOT-area Deluxe resorts and start with Disney's Yacht Club, which, Charlie, this should feel familiar to you as an upscale New England nautical themed resort.
Mm-hmm.
You've got some standard and club level rooms here. I would definitely say this is more of a, not that it's not family friendly, but I think this appeals to like adults and couples a bit more than some of the other resorts do. You've got Yachtsman Steakhouse here, which is amazing. And then Ale and Compass, which is really, really good for breakfast. But the big amenity with Yacht Club and Beach Club that we'll talk about too is Stormalong Bay. Unquestionably the best pool on the whole property. So that's really what does it for me with this one is just I love the theming, that like the color scheme is gorgeous, but then I mean even when you're at BoardWalk and you're looking across and you see that pool there, it's like, okay, that's something different.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, which was one of the major things that was a problem during the renovation of it, is that it was really hard to recommend to somebody who would take advantage of that pool to stay there during that renovation. But I'm going to echo what you said about it, like the New England. I mean, I used to get to spend some time on Cape Cod, and a lot of the way that it's themed absolutely screams Cape Cod. It screams like Hyannis, it screams Nantucket, like it just old school, just Cape Cod, resort.
Old money.
Yeah, old money. Exactly. Yep. It's a really good way to put it.
It's a real thing. It's a real thing.
It's it's a gorgeous resort, and I definitely think that for families, that pool is certainly a big draw.
It's a big seller.
Super, super nice.
I like the location is what I love the most about that resort. Both that and Beach Club and BoardWalk. We'll get to those.
Yep.
Being right outside of Epcot on the World Showcase. What is that?
Yeah, International Gateway.
International Gateway.
Yep. It's truly a special place to be. When I was there back in October, November, when we were there, I was there for the Run Disney event. The Run Disney event.
So that was October.
Yeah. I went so many times. Total sidecar. I counted up all of my trips from last year, and I hit 18 trips last
year. So
not just Disney, but like total.
Yeah, total. Not just Disney, but across the country last year, 18 trips.
It's a lot of travel. Love it.
Yeah, it's dumb. I don't know how I did it. I have no idea how I did it. But
we don't either.
Yeah. But when I was there for the Run Disney event, we were staying at Pop Century, and I took the Skyliner to Epcot, and then I walked around the Boardwalk Beach Club, Yacht Club area at night, and it was by far one of the coolest places to be. And then like you can stand on the bridge there, that goes over the water to Boardwalk. You can stand on the bridge and watch the fireworks from Epcot. Anybody can. It don't no problem. And it was probably one of the it's weird because the fireworks felt closer there than they do when you're in the park, which is
you're in
a
Epcot,
weird. Yeah, it's a weird illusion that happens.
It's the sound, yeah.
Yeah,
it's the way the sound travels.
It's crazy. But it was really cool to watch, and yeah. I was live on my TikTok while I was doing it too, and people were like, "Oh my gosh, you're a TikToker," and I'm like, "I'm just a dude."
Yeah, you were just a dude. I was there with you on TikTok, I think.
Yeah, you were. And like there's these ladies sitting on the bridge, and like, "Oh, I want to be on your stream. Let put me on your stream." Oh, okay, like whatever. But it just goes to show like that whole area like becomes
so amazing
at night. People are having a lot of fun. People are enjoying it. They have those bike things riding around.
Yep.
It's a good place. I like Beach Club more than Yacht Club, but all together.
Well, so let's get into that one. So yeah, these are kind of sister resorts. They definitely get grouped together quite a bit. So with Beach Club, kind of a similar theme to Yacht Club. I would say the Beach Club side is a little bit more family friendly. You've got standard rooms and villas here. You've got some really good dining as well with Beaches and Cream and Cape May Cafe, which is where I tried to go eat breakfast on our last trip there, but the wait was a little bit too long. So I ended up walking around the lake to go to a cake bake shop for that croissant instead, which, you know what, like I'll still count that as a win as much as I wanted Cape May, but that's okay. It's fine next time.
Yeah.
But yeah, you also have access to Stormalong Bay, still the short walk to Epcot. Yeah, I mean, that's it. Yeah, like I said, it gets grouped together with Yacht Club because you get a lot of the same amenities, but slightly different themes. So if I had families with younger kids that wanted to stay deluxe, I would definitely point them towards Beach Club versus Yacht Club, because Yacht Club just feels a little more, I want to say stuffy, but I think it's geared more towards a adult audience.
Oh yeah, it's the Grand Floridian at Epcot.
Yep.
Yeah.
No,
yeah, for
that's
sure.
exactly what it is. It has that same feel. It's very nautical. It's very think of the people that own yachts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That just makes me think of Caddyshack.
Yep.
Okay, well, there's that too. But
Yeah.
it's and then when you want to look at these resorts, think of exactly what their name says: Yacht Club, Beach Club.
Yeah,
beach is you get all different types of the beach. You have very specific people at a Yacht Club.
Yep,
this is true.
Yep.
It's
just
your theme.
Stormalong Bay, though.
Yeah.
Oh,
they
fantastic.
share it.
Capitalize.
And that's one of the. It's kind of, if you're going to talk about one of the cons of those two resorts, is that they do share the amenities. So some of the restaurants and some of the, like the pool itself may feel a little bit more crowded than you might experience at one of the other resorts.
Can we just talk about Beaches and Cream for a second?
Sure.
That place is fantastic.
It is really good.
Okay. You want like that nightcap of ice cream? Beaches and Cream.
As you do.
Oh, Disney calories don't count.
You don't,
because you're gonna walk them off.
You're getting 20,000 steps a day anyway, so
yeah, you're
out.
fine. You're fine. At 20,000 calories, 20,000 steps, it's equals.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah. that math is mathing.
Math is mathing. But yeah, Beaches and Cream, so good. Even if you go there for like their full menu, lunch and dinner and stuff like that, like really good. I mean, think of like an ice cream shop. Or like an ice cream parlor in your hometown or whatever. It's that feel. And then you get the kitchen sink. Nobody's so good.
You don't get the kitchen sink.
It's so much. It's so much. Like you split that with like 5 people.
You split that with 5 people. Yes. There you go.
Like,
that's way better.
But it's so good. Like it is a great ambiance. The lights go off when the kitchen sink comes. Like you get the kitchen sink just to do the thing.
Yeah.
So it's I don't know. I love Beaches and Cream. It's at Beach Club. It's one of my favorite places to go. And also, like, you don't even have to go into the restaurant. They have a little window outside that you can just order at the window.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a good time. It's a really good time. Highly recommend it.
But you know what else is a good time is crossing around the lake and going to BoardWalk.
Yes.
One of my favorite resorts. I have an attachment to this one because when I lived in the area, this was before they were super strict about checking for parking. So our kind of way in, we would always park at BoardWalk and then just go in through International Gateway to Epcot and avoid having to pay for any parking.
Hell yeah.
Now they have since clamped down on that pretty hard. But I did spend quite a bit of time in BoardWalk just because I was always kind of going in and out through there. So yeah, I love the theming here. I love the music that you hear along the boardwalk. They've got some really great entertainment there. You've got standard rooms and villas here as well. You've got some really great dining now with Cake Bake Shop. Flying Fish is really good. And this is kind of yeah. And this is kind of one of the only like nightlife kind of spots at Walt Disney World, even though, Jelly Rolls is no longer with us, rest in peace. But it's going to come back in some way, I would hope.
Has to, right?
Yeah. Yeah, because it was super popular. Also have the Abracadabra bar here, which, as I was saying earlier, is one of the like most creatively named bars or lounges anywhere. I love a good. I guess that would be a pun, right? Is Abracadabra a pun or just a clever name?
It is a pun. It's a pun.
Yeah,
it's a pun.
All right. Yeah. Do you guys have any thoughts on the boardwalk?
I'm so glad they fixed the pool. The slide.
What was wrong with the pool?
It was a clown.
The clown slide, yeah.
It was a clown slide.
Speaking of creepy, you guys know what are they called? The nanny chairs?
The nanny chairs?
That are, yeah, those things are terrifying. But I hope they never get rid of them.
Right. At this, like, as much as they freak you out, at the same time, you're like, they're kind of like charming. Leave them there.
Are you looking this up, Charlie?
I absolutely am. Oh my God.
Yeah, right.
Picture coming in now.
Wow.
Picture going to be there right now of the nanny chair. So you can experience that with Charlie.
Wow.
They are definitely not.
Wow is right.
They're not awesome to look at.
Why would you sit
at the same time? Well, it's the nanny.
Are you allowed to sit on that?
I don't know.
If you're a nanny.
I never would.
They were used on carousels in the 1800s, providing a place for nannies to sit while children rode the horses.
Yep.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Boardwalk nightmare fuel.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's true. But I'm glad they got rid of the clown face on the slide. They replaced it with Mickey and Minnie, which is cool. I like the nighttime stuff. Like when I was there the last time, they had the Dapper Dans out there.
What?
Which kind of blew my mind. They don't call themselves the Dapper Dans out there. They call them something else. Boardwalk Quartet, probably. But that was really cool. I was kind of taken off guard with that. I was like, there's no way that these people are here. And obviously the DVC rooms are incredible. Having that full kitchen is nice. Walkability to Epcot and the monorail. Well, you can't get to the monorail unless you go through Epcot. Design flaw. Yeah, I think of the Epcot resorts, this one is my number 2 for sure.
I haven't got to stay there yet. But it is on my list, like the top of my list of places that I'd like to stay. I love the boardwalk overall, like the whole thing. We end up going to the boardwalk now every time because Lauren had recommended Trattoria del Forno for breakfast, and I never consider going to an Italian place for breakfast, but they have, and it. I think it made it into my top 5 when we were talking about restaurants. They have a thing called eggs al forno, which is one of my favorite breakfast dishes I think I've ever had. It is, I'm trying to pull up the menu really quickly. Not dinner. I don't want dinner. I want breakfast. The Trattoria Al Forno eggs is what it's called. It's a brick oven, cage-free eggs, polenta, fennel sausage, spicy tomato sauce with country bread.
That sounds
It
great.
is so good. If you guys get the chance to make me feel more sad and go there
Don't want to
while
do that.
I'm not there, yeah, you can go. Well, because I'm recommending it. I think it's it's one of my highly recommended things to go and have for breakfast. Kind of like when you recommended to me to go to get the croissant at
A Jolly
Cake
Holiday.
Bake.
Jolly Holiday. Yeah.
Oh, Jolly Holiday. Okay.
So good. Highly recommend. But I want to stay in the boardwalk, and it definitely is on my bucket list of items to do when I get to go. I just need to get some time to, to build up that cash to be able to get over there. But
all right.
The theming is exquisite. Just like the last thing I'll say is the theming there is exquisite. And I haven't actually even gotten to experience the pool, so thank goodness they removed the clown.
Yes.
Yeah.
But look up some photos of that. It is.
Yeah,
it
go
is
look up
something.
Boardwalk Clown Slide. Do it.
Yeah,
doing it right now.
You'll be
so while you do that,
thoroughly
we're gonna jump on to the next one. We gotta move a little quicker through these because I am running up against a deadline in just a few minutes, but we'll get through. So we are going to head over to the Riviera, which I love this resort. So it is inspired by, of course, the Riviera in France and Italy. I would say it's a little bit more kind of subtle theming for this resort. One of my favorite little touches they have as you walk through are the photos of Walt and his family, like actually in the real Riviera, which is kind of amazing. You've got a kind of a tower style layout, which is unique for a Disney resort. This is all DVC. So you've got deluxe studios and 1 to 3 bedroom villas. Some amazing dining. We've talked about Topolino's Terrace before, one of my absolute favorites. Fantastic. And then Bar Riva is a really, really good spot out by the pool over there. But yeah, unique to this resort, you've got, of course, the Skyliner access. It's a pretty compact footprint, so it's easy to navigate for the resort. So like if you're going there just for dinner, like I did on my birthday trip last year, we were able to get in and out really, really easily. And then the mosaic art, I would just call out when you're walking in from the Skyliner station towards the resort. They have the Tangled and Peter Pan mosaics that are absolutely gorgeous.
good.
Did they add a new mosaic recently? I feel like there was I feel like there's a new one for Rapunzel. Is that from Tangled? That's the one. That's not new. That's not new. Okay, yeah. That one's awesome. So cool. So cool. It's very cool. Topolino's is a really great it's almost like a destination of its own to go to Topolino. And it holds the distinction of one of the only places where on the terrace my nephew started to feel a little ill and may have made a mess there. So that's a positive going for it.
It's got some family history.
It has some family history. Riviera is awesome. I would love to stay there as well. I'd love to stay everywhere. None of these places hold the distinction of like places that I would never go. But it's like, I think Riviera is a place that I would stay if I had the opportunity and, had some of that extra cash. But like, again, Boardwalk is right there too. I don't know. Their pool is gorgeous as well.
And I would say Riviera, kind of like we talked about with Yacht Club, is a little bit, it's geared more towards like maybe couples, or it's not that it's not family friendly, but it's not geared that way. A little bit more upscale feeling. So, and I think that's kind of reflected in the pricing as well.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I have a client that is going there to the Riviera, and I tried to talk him out of it.
Okay.
Because he's going with him, his wife, and their 3 kids.
Oh.
And I was like, it's not gonna be you're not gonna like it.
Well, but I mean,
They could like
I will
it.
say that the pool is nice, but yeah, I think compared to some of the other resorts, but I guess, if you want to experience, everything at Boardwalk, just you're one Skyliner stop away.
Yeah, it mostly what it was is they were trying to do that. They want to make sure that they're staying in a nice room and they really don't care about anything else. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. But
That
you're
could be any
staying
of the
in
deluxes, though,
That could
really.
be any
Right.
of them. Yeah.
and you're just staying in a studio with 5 people.
Yeah, that's not gonna.
That seems very
You'd be better off
cramped.
doing a family suite at Art of Animation.
Yep.
I
And the
tried
kids would
telling him
probably like
that,
it more.
and I also tried telling him Beach Club. I also tried telling him any of the monorail ones if he wanted to stay in the deluxe category. And then I was like, if you want a nice place to stay, Coronado,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You love Coronado.
stay at the tower.
Yeah.
That it's a DVC level tower that without it being like DVC deluxe, like do it.
All right, guys, we got one more deluxe resort to talk about, and then we'll get into our, I
Yeah.
guess they're kind of like superlatives.
Mhm.
So let's talk a place that I think is near and dear to all of us, Animal Kingdom
Mhm.
Lodge.
Yeah.
Yes,
Joe
the Joe Rohde Lodge, basically.
Joe Rohde experience.
The Joe Rohde Lodge.
But
Let's
yeah, I
just
mean,
call it what
what's
it
of
is.
course unique with this one is that you got some of the rooms that are Savannah View. You've got the 2 different properties there with the Jumbo House and Kidani Village. 3 amazing restaurants on this property, which is to me of course, it's the biggest selling point to me. But this is one of those where like I would sacrifice the transportation options, knowing what I'm getting at the resort.
Correct.
And to me that trade-off is worth it, but it depends on the client, of course. Of course, you got the live animals. You can even do night viewing where they'll provide night vision goggles, which I haven't done myself, but I've seen videos of people doing it. It looks incredible.
Yep.
So I would say this is probably the most like immersive resort experience that you can get on Disney property.
Yep.
Yep.
I'd agree. AKL has a special place, like you said, in my heart. I love the restaurants. I love the ambiance. It feels like you're outside of the Disney bubble, just like Wilderness Lodge, without being outside of the Disney bubble, which is awesome. The transportation thing doesn't really bother me. It never has, never will. While I do enjoy the convenience of the Skyliner, and that is my favorite, I'm okay with taking a bus. The club level at Animal Kingdom Lodge is by far the best club level anywhere on property. The options that they have are insane. Like it's full blown meals practically.
Yeah.
and the options for drinks and hors d'oeuvres during the day, the best. I also think that Animal Kingdom Lodge, for what it is and the price point that it's at, like it is a place that I could see doing a couple times for reasonable price that I'm okay with spending. And that price has to do with because it's so far away from everything else. That's really what it comes down to. But I don't care. Bus. There's a McDonald's down the road.
Yeah. There's a McDonald's. True. Everything
Like,
that's
true.
by.
Just
Everything's
DoorDash some
McDonald's on property.
McDonald's.
Yep.
But I like Animal Kingdom Lodge. It's quiet, it's beautiful, it's masterfully done, and who doesn't like Boma? Let's be real.
Oh, it's so good.
Or Sanaa.
Sanaa's so good too.
Like, I mean, yeah, but
Yep.
Sanaa is like a level of its own. Let's be real.
is.
I mean, it's just it's a whole different level. So I like AKL.
Yep. I'll be brief with mine. I echo all the sentiments that you guys said. Boma is phenomenal. I've gone there for breakfast and I've gone there for dinner twice, and I've enjoyed everything that I've eaten. And you can bring a picky eater, a 10 or 11-year-old, or I don't know what the age he was then, 7, and he enjoyed it as well. And Sanaa, when we went there as a group, was just top tier. And I'm still seeking out a pork chop that is as good as what Tyler ended up having while we were there. So so good.
All right. So we have a few kind of I'll call them superlatives for lack of a better term that we want to run through. And just to make it quick, I'll name the category. Let's each give our pick, and then just like a quick sentence as to why that is our pick for each category. So starting with the best deluxe for a first-time visitor.
Contemporary.
It's actually the same one that I had, contemporary.
Is that what you had? Yeah, I mean, yeah, if we're thinking about something that's themed right near the place where all the people are going to spend most of their time in Magic Kingdom, I think you're dead on. Contemporary is a good choice.
Yep.
Monorail's awesome.
Yeah.
It's the OG.
And then yeah, well, one of the OGs, but it's got a little something for everybody.
Yeah.
All right. Best deluxe for families.
For families.
I'm going Beach Club.
Yeah.
Location plus Stormalong Bay.
Yep. Same. Exact same.
Yeah. Just looking at all the different ones right now, and as far as, I mean, it really depends on your family, but if we're talking about the best overall general resort for families, I think Beach Club is a good choice. That pool is an attraction of its own.
Yep.
Yes.
It's true.
And the walking distance from Epcot, like you cannot beat. I will never take transportation if I'm staying in one of those resorts. I will walk to Epcot every time, because that walk itself is a vibe of its own and an experience of its own, and it's relaxing, and it feels like you're outside the bubble. It's not loud. Everything's so spread out enough. And then you get to walk through some areas and be like, oh, well, maybe I could get some cakes, or maybe that I could grab some breakfast, a breakfast sandwich, or just even just something from the deli. It's just so good. It's just so good.
So good. Love it.
All right. Best deluxe for couples.
Riviera.
It's Riviera or Yacht Club, but I'd probably give the slight edge to Riviera.
I say Riviera only because it feels French.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just what it feels like.
I mean, it is kind of French.
Yeah.
French Italian.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that, but I think Yacht Club for me, just because, again, for the same reason as the pool, being like a pool nerd, we'll say, for lack of a better term, because that I couldn't coin it on the fly. Being, having that pool available and being able to walk hand in hand with your significant other to one of the best places on the planet in Epcot, I think that's pretty awesome.
All right. So next we've got best deluxe for foodies. This is kind of a tie for me. It's either Animal Kingdom Lodge or Contemporary.
I was also going to say AKL.
Yeah. It would be hard to go against either of those picks. And I hate the fact that we all are all agreeing on these. It's kind of annoying. But
I don't think it's annoying.
Maybe
maybe
they're not wrong. Maybe they're not wrong. Our opinions are just not wrong, or we think too much alike at this point. But
we do not think alike.
in terms of contemporary. Well, in terms of our like Disney preferences.
No,
I think.
Well, because contemporary, I wouldn't put on foodie list at all, to be honest.
Well, I just
California
think because
Grill
it
and
has
Steakhouse 71.
Right, 2 of our top 5s are there.
I mean,
that's
like how do you not choose that?
I'm just thinking options, right? Like places with options, and I was going to say either AKL or BoardWalk.
Okay, I also
but,
BoardWalk, another great pick for sure.
Is it fair to take all the things like those? So Steakhouse 71 and
so good,
and California Grill are both inside of the Contemporary, right? Like it's actually self-contained inside the resort. The BoardWalk, yes, the BoardWalk Hotel, those restaurants are on the walking path next to the boardwalk. So is that
on the boardwalk?
I think
right?
I think it still counts. It's part of the
Does
It
it
resort.
count?
counts. It counts.
Okay.
Yeah.
If it counts, I mean, if we're having it count, then I would probably choose boardwalk as well, because those different,
because of the variety.
the variety is there.
Yeah.
Flying Fish will give you
So
really
good.
good steak. My son, don't get the kid's steak. If you have a kiddo who loves steak, don't get him the kid's steak there. Get him
Get the
the
real
adult
steak.
size steak, because he ate my steak. He ate the adult steak. He was like, this is better. This is better than the kid's steak.
Yeah,
And it wasn't
probably.
that much more expensive. It was just overall really, really good. But so yeah, I'm gonna go with boardwalk. I like that.
Cool.
AKL or boardwalk.
All right.
Yeah.
And then just a couple more. Best deluxe for location. I think it's either Contemporary or Beach Club.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
it's hard to argue.
Solely
I mean,
location.
if you're most
Depends on what's
interested,
important, but yeah.
if you're most interested in Epcot, Beach Club is the one, because you're like, you could spit on Epcot from there. And Contemporary, you could,
But you shouldn't.
pretty much. You shouldn't.
Yeah,
don't
don't
spit
spit
anywhere.
on-
Do that.
don't spit
Just
on
don't
Epcot.
spit. Don't spit in general. But if you are interested in being super, super duper close to Magic Kingdom, then Contemporary would be
Yeah.
the one.
All right. And then last one we'll cover for right now. Best deluxe for overall theming. It's got to be AKL, right? Like,
AKL.
Yeah.
yeah,
So
it's the most
cool.
immersive.
I would go between AKL or Polynesian.
That's the other
Yeah.
one that I thought about. But I think, the AKL is a little bit more immersive with
but
the
Wilderness.
savannah there.
But Wilderness Lodge, though. I
Also,
always forget about
a good
Wilderness
choice.
Lodge, because it's just,
I feel like
it's
everybody
always
does,
out
yeah.
there. I know.
As we kind of mentioned. Yeah.
It's hard for me to choose that for the theming, because it would be like, for me being a New Englander, be like, okay, let's leave New England
To go to
and
New
go
England.
to a place that is something you could find in New England.
Yeah.
That's why Blizzard Beach is always a hard choice, like, as well. Like, I mean, if it's the only one open, I'm going to go to Blizzard Beach because I love water parks, but that's the same thing for me. So yeah, I think in terms of the overall theming, Animal Kingdom Lodge, walking around in there, the different shops, and having the being able to buy things that are very, very much Animal Kingdom, Africa, themed, like things that have been imported. It's just really, really awesome. And the food, again, the food.
Yeah.
The theming,
feels
the
very,
food theming,
feels very
so good.
authentic.
It does. Love it.
All right, guys. Well, this was fun. I think this deep dive series is going to be pretty awesome. So we are going to share some content on the Walt Disney World Tips and Tricks Facebook page. So please interact with us there. We're going to have polls out for all of these different categories. We'd love to hear from you guys and see, what deluxe resorts have you stayed at, pros and cons of each one. Also, you can find us on all of the socials. We're on TikTok, we're on Instagram, we're on Facebook. Find us wherever podcasts live. Again, if you'd like us to help book your next trip, Disney or otherwise, interact with us down in the show notes. We've got our vacation form, and we would love to help you out. So, again, for Charlie and Caleb, I'm Tyler, and please join us the next time dads come out to socialize.
Shabba-doo.